Text features. A text feature is a part of a page or a book. You can use text features to find key information quickly. Headings tell you what information you can find in a given part of the text. Captions explain images. Charts are tables, graphs, or diagrams that show information in a way that is easier to understand. Timelines show when things took place. Timelines can be about a person's life or events in history. Glossaries provide definitions of keywords found in a text. Graphic organizer. A graphic organizer is a chart or picture that shows how ideas, facts, or topics are related to one another. When you read, look for graphic organizers included in the text. You can use these images to find key information. You can also create your own graphic organizers with information that you've read. Doing this can help you think about the ideas in the text and easily review them. When you write, you can use graphic organizers to organize your thoughts and plan your writing. Rhyme. Some poets like to use rhyme to highlight a poem's rhythm or make it sound more musical. Rhyming words have endings that sound the same, like sing and king. Rhyming words are often found at the ends of lines in a poem. A poem's rhymes form a pattern called a rhyme scheme. When you label a poem's rhyme scheme, you use letters to show how a poet uses rhymes. Start with the letter A, then use the same letter for other words that rhyme with that word. Use a different letter for each new rhyme. Poetry. Poetry is a special kind of writing. It has many elements that make it different from ordinary writing. Knowing these elements can help you talk about poetry, understand it better, and enjoy it more. A poem rhymes when it has a pattern of words that end in the same sound. End rhyme is when the rhymes appear at the end of a poem's lines. Little Betty Blue lost her holiday shoe. From Mother Goose. Internal rhyme is when at least one of the rhyming words appears inside the poem's lines. Sweet dreams of pleasant streams. From William Blake, A Cradle Song. Rhythm. Rhythm is the pattern of strong and weak syllables, or stress, in a poem. You can recognize rhythm in a poem by listening to how it sounds. Poems with regular rhythm have a beat, like in music. He watches from his mountain walls. And like a thunderbolt he falls. From Alfred, Lord Tennyson, The Eagle. Onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is when language sounds like what it talks about. Sometimes the onomatopoeia uses made-up words. Tlot tlot. Tlot tlot. Had they heard it? The horse hoofs ringing clear. From Alfred Noyes, The Highwayman. Sometimes the onomatopoeia uses real words. Hark! The honey bee is humming. From Mary Howitt, The Voice of Spring. Inference. Sometimes authors don't explain everything that you need to know in a story. So, you may need to make guesses or inferences about what happens and why. Making inferences will help you understand the whole story, even the things that the author doesn't say openly. Solution. Think about these details from the story. After Evan tells his friend he's not coming to the party, he thinks, worst friend ever. When he picks up the controller, he hopes that the video game will help him forget how disappointed Ben sounded. Evan calls himself a bad friend and thinks about Ben's disappointment. This tells you that he feels bad about canceling on his friend. So, you can guess that right before Evan starts to play the video game, he feels bad about letting his friend down. Poems. Poems don't always directly state what the author is trying to tell you. So, you often need to look closely at a poem's text to help you figure out what the poem means. Sometimes details about a poem's characters or events are missing. When this happens, you may need to make inferences or guesses about what happens and why. At other times, a poem might use unusual words or phrases to describe the characters or events. These uses of language are called figures of speech. Authors often use figures of speech to bring characters to life or to create a certain mood or feeling for readers.
Making inferences and understanding figures of speech can help you understand a poem's theme. The theme is the main message that an author wants you to take away from the poem. Drama, play. A play is a story that is written so it can be performed for an audience. A play tells you what the actors say and do to help the audience understand the story. Plays are often divided into different scenes, or parts of the play. When a new scene starts, that shows you that either time has passed or the setting has changed. Solution. In Scene 1, a chef named Snidely trades a dozen muffins for a magic mirror that is supposed to know who the best chef is. In Scene 2, Snidely takes the mirror to the town hall so the villagers can help decide whether he or Chef Bertha is the best chef. So, the play is about a chef who is determined to find out whether he is the best chef in the land.